Our first story is the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals vacates the MD Anderson HIPAA penalty. And this sort of speaks to some of that, right? So essentially what happened here is the circuit court vacated the penalty. They vacated it for a couple of reasons. One is they said that the health system had mechanisms in place to encrypt the PHI on mobile devices, but it was the employees who failed to use the encryption control before the laptop and USB devices were taken. Therefore, the health system had done their duty and had done the things they were supposed to do. And so they vacated for that reason. And they also said that the penalties were, I think the word was like capricious, and these were words they used, arbitrary and capricious, in that the OCR was not enforcing their penalties evenly across all health systems. So they vacated that penalty, and I think it was $4.5 million to MD Anderson. So that's been vacated. You pulled this story up. What are your thoughts on this story?
Yeah, this is another morsel of goodness that I feel like got lost in the shuffle of the madness of January. And, we only saw like one or two articles on it, and we're like, whoa, this is a really big deal. So it actually is in some ways, just, similar to that bill we just discussed, is that we're going to have to put the bill in place, right? It's going to have to be operationalized. There'll have to be a rulemaking. People will weigh in what's considered every little nuance of a best practice. But this is great. It says that, you have tried really hard, that the provider tried very hard, and there's never going to be a time where you're going to be completely inoculated from a cyber threat. That just is not going to happen. So I think that this ruling is very instrumental. The data in question goes back to 2013 and 2014. And, I'm glad that the provider fought, because some of the things we've heard from our members is that the audits performed by OCR, they're done by different auditors in different regions. They don't always look at the same things, and they sometimes can be fairly variable. But I think we'll have to wait and see how exactly we're able to operationalize this bill and give this, these providers the best, give them credit for the best practices. So I think this case will play into that. And I think it's really, really a good news story.